Tonight, the Idaho Department of Fish and Game is defending its decision to euthanize a cougar found in a tree in Coeur d'Alene yesterday. It's a story that grabbed your attention, hundreds of you taking to our Facebook page last night to ask why the cougar was put down instead of relocated. Our Taylor Graham working for you tonight. She spent the day in Coeur d'Alene getting answers to your questions. And Taylor, what did Fish and Game biologists say about all of this?
Well, Fish and Game says they didn't want to take any chances relocating that cougar, that if they did move it, it could have eventually found its way back here near Ironwood Drive. And tonight, neighbors say who saw that cougar in this tree are frustrated by that decision. A typically busy street was blocked off yesterday by police, fire, animal control, and Fish and Game. Neighbors were left wondering why.
My coworker walked out and looked to see what it was, and he sends me back a picture, and he's like, there's a cougar in the tree.
Jan Arman works nearby. She watched as Idaho Fish and Game tried to get the cougar down, shooting 2 tranquilizer darts at its hip, even calling in the fire department to cut the branch down. Arman said she asked animal control if the cougar would be euthanized.
They said no. They relocate it. And so, because everybody was asking it, everybody was a little concerned about it.
That concern turned to shock when she learned the cougar was put down.
I was really sad. And I know people are going to be like, it's a wild animal and it's in city limits. But I think there's other options. I think there were other things that could have happened.
Fish and Game says this was the only option.
Typically with mountain lion, we have to euthanize the animal when it comes into town.
Biologist Jim Hayden believes the healthy 2-year-old cougar was looking for new territory. Even if it was relocated, he says it could have found its way back here.
Even if we moved it over 50 miles, if it's kind of figured out that, hey, where people live, there's dogs, there's cats, there's rabbits, there's all kinds of food, then that becomes kind of a pattern that can establish.
Fish and Game not willing to take that risk in the end.
Anytime you have mountain lions and people interacting, you do have the recipe for a very difficult situation, either a serious injury.
Now, Hayden says there has been an uptick in cougar sightings here this year. He says that's because the cougar population is growing and those animals are looking for new territories. Now, if you do come in contact with a cougar, he says it's best to make yourself as big as possible, make as much noise as you can, and back away slowly. In Coeur d'Alene tonight, Taylor Graham, KXLY 4 News.
All right, good advice there. Thank you so much, Taylor.